If I have this right here, this is my coat, right? And I say, this is too big. I want you to take it to the tailor for the tailor to reduce it. And I put it down here, and there's 3 people in the house. I say, I want you to take this in the tailor and reduce it. But I don't call nobody's name. You see, there's 3 people. The first person will get up, take it, and send it to the tailor and reduce it. He's not saying anything to nobody. He's not saying to the 2 other people that I went to the tailor and reduce it. And the third one, the second one gets it, go reduce it again, and put it down, do not say anything. The third one gets it and reduce it again. Now, when I come back and look at my coat, I'll be like, well, my coat is like 3 times smaller than I wanted it to be. Who did it? The other one is going to be like me. The other one is going to be like me. And then they're going to be confused. Why? Because there was not communication between them. If there is not communication, a small thing can be a big thing. It can be worse than we are right now. Because Rwanda is threatening war with Congo, and Congo is doing the same thing. So what is going to happen if the 2 goes to war? It started in Congo, now it's becoming Congo, Rwanda. Next thing you know, it's going to become Congo and Uganda, Congo and Burundi, or Burundi and Uganda, because that's how world wars start. We want to have world war in Africa again? No.
We must look for maybe a traditional way to solve to resolve the conflict. Because we cannot always pretend to live in paradise. This is not paradise. This is a challenging place to live. It's a difficult place to live in because you are you, I am me. But we need to coexist. Coexist meaning that I might do something that you don't like, but can we at least talk about it?
Exactly.
Because if we can talk about it, we can learn to look for a way to overcome it. Okay, I repeat again that we're on the surface trying to look at where is our responsibility, what can we do? We are not ignorant of the fact that there are other forces. We will talk about that in other occasions. Right now, what I'm interested in are there some ways of managing this conflict because I think the people of Congo, okay, I'm not talking of the military. I'm not talking of maybe the few people that are amassing wealth to themselves. I'm talking of the ordinary people. They are tired. They need peace. They need to live in peace like every other people. Are there ways to manage this conflict so that it can end, so that the people can live? Because you see, if you go to Nigeria, for example, the people of Yoruba, if you trace the history, you see that it extends out of Nigeria to Benin Republic and way forward, way down. But just because you are Yoruba doesn't mean it should be a conflict. The British came, they divided it. Part of it is here, some part are in Benin Republic. They speak Yoruba there. It shouldn't be a problem. For the fact that the British decided to split whatever they did in Berlin Conference, they decide to split up the people. It is for their interest. It is good for them that we are fighting. But is it good for us?
To lose their life.
The question we should ask ourselves is it good for us that we are fighting? Because we cannot just keep on blaming people that they are responsible for that. But are you not a human being? Don't you have a head to also think? Don't we think about our future?
In this conflict, it's very hard because we don't know the backstage. We don't know what's happening backstage. I don't think anybody knows if you're not part of the government. But if there is one part that is being used by the West and the other part is being is willing to do the right thing, you don't know which part is right and which part is wrong. So what I would say is communication again. I mean, that's the only solution I just find to this place. Because I'll tell you one thing. You know, the M23 in 2022, they decided to surrender. Their demand was, we want to be integrated in the Congolese army. We want to join the army. And the president agreed to that contract, and the M23 put down their arms. They put them together and sent them to a camp. While they're at that camp, they were attacked. By who? Some would say the government, military. But the M23 leaders they said, no, we don't think this is the president. I'm not sure he knows about it. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna try to get in contact with the presidency. They try to join France. So France can go talk, can establish a liaison between them so they can have communication.
You mean
ask the president.
France or France?
I mean, France.
France.
You
Okay,
know,
France is doing the intermediary, therefore.
yes, they
Okay.
asked France.
Okay.
But France actually said, oh no, we can't collaborate with M23. Why? Maybe because they are rebels. But you can't say they are rebels when they put down their arms and decided to join the Congolese army. So the French weren't willing to do that. They went toward the United States. I mean the United Nations. And they weren't willing to help, to put the liaison so they can have communication and find out, okay, is this the president? Because the M23 didn't believe he was the president. So they found out that yes, it was the president that broke the contract. They decided to leave. Many of them were living in Uganda and Rwanda. And they put their power together and came back to Congo and also took Goma again one more time. So here's the problem. If the Congolese government really, really wanted peace, what would they do? They would have agreed to that. They would have agreed to that and let the M23 join the military in Congo and serve as Congolese. Because no one can deny them being Congolese. Because in Congo, even the Bayamulengis are being denied. No one can also deny them being Congolese. Because every record that exists says that they're Congolese. So, if the president really wants peace, I think he would have agreed to that. He never agreed to that, and they broke those laws. That's why there's mistrust now. Nobody trusts each other. So, how you gonna have contract with somebody that you don't trust? The M23 do not trust them, and they don't trust the M23. So it's a big whole thing going on. They just have to sit and talk.